Tonight, Mark joins the metal god Rob Halford at the premiere for Fight, War of Words.
Halford! Halford!
And John walks among Glenn Danzig's collection of books, shrunken heads, and other oddities.
I save a lot of stuff.
Plus, metal news, metal fans, and a metal jam within this moment. It's all coming up right now on Talking Metal on Fuse. And now, throw your remote controls in the garbage. It's John and Mark.
We have got an amazing episode of Talking Metal on Fuse tonight. John, how are you?
Doing great, and as usual, to my right, we have the one and only Bud Friendly.
Yeah. And of course, Metal Mike has joined us yet again.
Metal for life. We've got the Talking Metal family here in the couch.
Sure
Let's
do.
hear it. On the left, all the way from London, England, by way of Jersey City, we've got Paul Clemmis. Who
Yes, sir.
Now, Paul, I hear you terrorize your clients down at the stock exchange.
Yeah, I'm the only metalhead down there, and God love them, they've been suffering for 6 years with my madness.
And we've got Ivy Supersonic hat designer to the stars.
Ivy Super Mother Sonic, yo.
Very good.
Badass bitch.
She's a badass bitch. Now, Ivy, who have you designed hats for?
Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee, Hillary Clinton, Monica Lewinsky.
And joining us with some shrimp cocktail, the leaders of the new wave of pirate heavy metal, Swashbuckle. Swashbuckle, Crewed by the Dam. You're working on another one right now for Bald Freak Music. Looking forward to hearing that.
So Mark and I decided to switch things up a bit this episode and go off and do our own interviews.
We needed a little time apart.
So I headed out to LA and was invited into the home of Glenn Danzig.
Famous for Sam Hain, the Misfits, Danzig, of course, and we know there's so many fans of his music, from Johnny Cash to Metallica, have all done Danzig songs. And one thing you might not know, though, Bud Friendly, big fan of Danzig.
That's correct, Mark. Longtime fiend, part-time Martian.
Now, John, it's totally awesome that you got to actually go to Glenn Danzig's house. I mean, what is it, like black clouds hanging over top of it, and the Elephant Man bones are in there?
I was a little afraid. I didn't see the Elephant Man's bones, but I did see a lot of other weird stuff. Now, I love these goat heads. This is out of control.
All right, yeah, so that's like a real goat head. This is a prop from the movie, the Hammer movie, The Devil's Bride. I have a bunch more goat heads, and like, there's a shrunken head right there.
I heard that you have a skeleton of a two-headed baby. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Can I check out your book collection?
Yeah, you want to go in the library, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, I built this library just because I thought it would house all my books, and I was wrong.
I have books.
I have boxes of books that I still can't put up, so I have to build another library. Lucifer, the devil, Satan, black arts, magic, vampires, werewolves, voodoo. I ran out of space for all my voodoo books.
He had some pretty wild stuff in his house.
Right.
But my favorite was the Sam Hain and Misfits Ouija boards.
Yeah, these are prototypes for Ouija boards. There's a Misfits one, a Danzig one, and a Sam Hain one. So there's a Danzig one. You can see it's more traditional, kind of like.
Wow, it's great.
Ivy, any Ouija board experiences?
Oh my
that
God! Yeah, well, I'm a little bit witchy. Like I have a lot of, like, I call them Supersonic. Like, you know, a lot of synchronicities, like every few hours.
Glenn has his own comic book company called Verotic. He's working with this guy named Simon Bisley, and they're going to work on a book as well.
We're working on a book right now that I'm putting out. It's going to be all the lyrics for Misfits, Danzig, or Sam Hain songs that never got published in the lyric sheets. So it'll be an illustration by Biz for the song, and then it'll be the lyrics. There's Wolf's Blood is in there, Die Die My Darling, Lords of the Left Hand, which is a Sam Hain song, tons of different stuff.
Renaissance man.
Absolutely. My favorite part of the interview is when I got to talk to Glenn about his current album, The Lost Tracks of Danzig. Now, what's really great about this record is it's a collection of a ton of cool tracks that, just for some reason or another, didn't make it on to all of Danzig's albums.
What I like is that there are 2 discs, each with 13 songs specifically.
Yeah. There's stuff that was supposed to be on EPs in between Danzig 6 and 7, and that's still in chronological order. And then I did the liner notes kind of for each song to give a brief history for each track so you know kind of what record it was from or what session it was from and why it didn't make it and things like that.
And what's great about this is it spans his entire career. And there's stuff on here from the Sam Hain days, there's stuff from all of the different eras of Danzig.
Did he happen to mention he's going to do another record soon?
And it looks like he definitely is.
I've written about 4 or 5 songs so far. If everything goes good, maybe it'll come out like late summer.
I just had such a great time hanging with Glenn. I really do think that me and him hit it off. We kind of look alike and, you know, both have the black hair and we're kind of into the same kind of stuff. So really
Virtual twins.
Virtual twins. And I'm absolutely looking forward to hearing the new Danzig album.
Coming up, it's a war of words with Rob Halford.
It's okay.
More rowdy metal fans. And a metal jam within this moment. Don't go away. Talking Metal on Fuse will be right back. But first, it's the Talking Metal Top 3 with Tommy Victor.
Hey, this is Tommy Victor from Prong and Ministry. I'm going to give you my top 3 reasons why LA is better than New York. 1 being, you only have to care about yourself. You can be narcissistic. 2, you can have a car. And 3, you don't have to take the subway.
With more Talking Metal on Fuse. Over to you, John and Mark.
Thank you, Bud Franklin. Nice. You got the Talking Metal family on the couch. Ivy, Supersonic, hat designer to the stars. Can you help Swashbuckle with their hats? I don't know about
Dude,
you.
no, I can't.
No, there's no hope there.
These hats, I'm speechless.
Okay.
I would just say, check out ivysupersonic.com.
ivysupersonic.com.
They're nothing like this.
Okay.
The health department has just condemned the couch.
I had the honor of hanging out with one of the founding fathers of metal. It wouldn't exist without him.
Really any bigger than this guy.
And that, of course, is Rob Halford.
Now, we had the honor of interviewing Rob in a diner in New York City.
And he remembered that.
Which is amazing. I can't believe it.
This guy is so big, he probably does hundreds and hundreds of interviews, and he remembered hanging out with us in the diner for our podcast interview, which was available on TalkingMetal.com and iTunes.
What did Halford order at the diner?
You know,
grilled cheese.
I believe
Grilled
it was
cheese.
a grilled cheese.
What sort of
grilled cheese.
fuel fuels the metal god?
Absolutely. Grilled cheese and a Diet Coke. And I also can't believe that he watched the Talking Metal on Fuse pilot.
I think the show is terrific. There's nothing like it anywhere else. I'm sure it's going to be a huge success.
Well, thank you. I don't know if you saw, but in the show, we actually play one of our favorite Judas Priest songs.
That blew me away. Both you guys are great players. I had no idea.
you.
I mean, you told me about that before, but to actually see it happening. Are you going to do that with everybody? Well, like
We
once
want
a
to.
week?
You should come down and sing with
I'll
us
do it.
next
I'll
time.
do it. Definitely next time I'm in New York.
Rob has so much great music, from Judas Priest to Fight to Halford. Don't forget about 2. You know, it was really cool because I got to ask him what albums stand out when he looks back on his enormous catalog.
I think Sad Wings of Destiny will always be one of my favourite Priest releases, and so would also be British Steel. That was just a magical record, and that's become something of a classic now in time, you know. And it was the one that really kind of just took the band everywhere, with songs like Living After Midnight, that just became the defining moment on an international level, which again you just don't expect. You know?
You know, and it was wild because Rob had so many great stories, and we got to talking about another very famous band from the UK, Led Zeppelin.
last Led Zeppelin show ever in the United States.
Yes.
You guys opened that show, right?
I believe it was our Priest's first ever major US tour, and we were about to leave, and then we got a call from Robert saying, don't leave yet if you can, hang out for another week or so, because we're coming over.
Oh, wow.
We'd like you to open up for Zeppelin. To get that request was a big surprise, and we said, yeah, we'll definitely stick around for that.
The amazing thing about Rob is not only does he love all the great hard rock and metal from the 70s and 80s, he's also very up on new bands and new music, and Judas Priest is doing new music right now, Nostradamus.
It's everything you love about Priest in terms of the tempo and the variety and the intensity and some very, very new, unusual types of performances as well.
I want to ask Commodore REDRUM, in between his shrimps there, what he is expecting from the new Judas Priest record.
I'm expecting it to be good.
Mike, do you know any inside scoop on that?
Yeah, but I can't tell you.
What about Halford? Can we expect anything more from Halford, hopefully, in the future? Halford the band.
Of course. We've been working on a new studio record, tentatively called Halford 4, as you guys might know. When the time is right, that's when it's going to come out, and we're going to tour behind it.
Awesome.
But we're all looking forward to the new Priest. Me too, as a fan, I can't wait to hear it.
So many good stories coming from the Metal God. We sat down, had a great interview, then we headed over to a screening of his movie, Fight, War of Words.
How cool is that?
It was cool, but we almost didn't make it.
The back of the door is open. We've just lost 2 crew members, a camera, and somebody's bottled water. That would have been tragic, wouldn't it? Me and Mark bouncing along Times Square.
We got over to the theater. It was packed with Rob Halford fans, all rocking out to the Fight movie, which was, believe me, very loud. I sat in the theater to watch it. And then he did a question and answer with his fans, which was really great.
Any chance of touring with Maiden again?
You know, I've always had this dream, you know, of like the ultimate metal experience at a stadium, like with Sabbath, Priest, and Maiden together.
The fans were great. It drew a lot of great questions at him, and some questions that took some guts or possibly a lot of alcohol to get up the nerve to ask Rob Halford.
What was the question? I would like to know.
What were you thinking of without Turbo?
Well, you know, that's okay. That's okay.
You gotta be kidding, Turbo
I
Lovers.
like the Turbo record.
Yeah, I'm a
like
fan of the Turbo record. Locked In,
Locked Up,
Turbo, Locked Up. I was just amazed how friendly and nice and down-to-earth this man is.
Yeah, he was great when we met him, and I'm jealous that you got a chance to go out and hang with the Metal God.
Speak for everybody here. You are the Metal God.
Thank you, Brian.
Make sure you pick up the Fight, War of Words film on DVD.
Stay tuned to discover and rediscover some metal gems. Plus, catch a killer metal jam within this moment when Talking Metal on Fuse returns. But first, a word from the metal fans. It's I Got Something to Say.
Metal's a way of life. I think there's only like a few good groups out there that have been, you know, remaining constant. One's Iron Maiden, another's Anthrax.
Well, real bands, Megadeth, Dream Theater, kicks ass. #1, they're the best. The old stuff, Iron Maiden, okay? You got Sabbath still playing together, even though they're like 500 years old, but they're still playing together. You gotta enjoy these people.
Hello, all you Rugrats. My name is Mike Patton, and you are watching Talking Metal on Fuse.
Welcome back to Talking Metal on Fuse. This just in, it's time for heavy news.
Sepultura back in the studio. Here's an exclusive clip straight out of Brazil.
Cool, I want to see this.
So what's going on right now?
We're here in São Paulo, working on the new album. Just working some riffs, some ideas, and we have a lot of stuff already. And we are working on, inspired by the book from Anthony Burgess, The Clockwork Orange. And you know, early stages still, but so far so good.
Sounds like it's going to be a great record. Any Sepultura fans here?
Yeah. Definitely.
Are you a fan of the newer stuff they've been putting out?
You know, I really am a fan of Derek Green. I think he's great. And I love all the Max Cavalera stuff as well. I'm really looking forward to Cavalera's Conspiracy. That's going to be dropping really soon on Roadrunner,
Two brothers
I think.
back together.
So hopefully we're going to get to see both of those bands on tour this year or maybe next year.
It's time for the Lost Classic.
Fate's Warning Parallels, an amazing overlooked record. Progressive metal, you always hear about Queensrÿche, Dream Theater. What about Fate's Warning? Mike, big fan too, right?
One of my favorite records from Fate's Warning. Probably my most favorite record from Fate's Warning.
And that was the Lost Classic.
It's always cool to go from a lost classic to talking about the classic metal tunes we get to jam on.
We've had a lot of fun playing just great metal standards, if you will, with a lot of great musicians, and tonight is no exception. In this moment, one of my favorite new bands.
Absolutely one of my favorite bands.
We jammed on I'm Broken by Pantera, one of the best metal songs. Any Pantera fans on the couch?
Oh,
the whole couch.
Down.
Yeah. The whole couch.
Turn it up to 11 and get ready for a metal jam.
Maria, let's talk about the actual vocal part of the song.
He has such dimensions, and he's so strong. And then I was listening to it, and they overcross, and I'm like, how does he pull this off live? So I went and looked, and I'm like, oh, okay, Dimebag's doing it. So we were thinking, who can do it? And we absolutely adore Jose from Sirius, and so we called him. He came in, ripped it up, puked, and it was awesome.
I'm the biggest Pantera fan ever. I was into Pantera before Cowboys came out. And Unbroken, it's just like, how do they keep coming up with these phenomenal, heavy, amazing riffs?
What do you think of Vinnie Paul?
Oh, it's a real pain in the ass to learn his drum licks. Period.
We had so much fun jamming within this moment.
We have those like hardcore people we think about who have been supportive, and like you guys have been. We appreciate that.
Cool. Thank you.
It's cool to have Talking Metal and Jose together at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's great. I want to thank the Talking Metal viewers. I want to thank Bud Friendly, Metal Mike, and the Talking Metal family on the couch.
This couch has been great.
Check out views.tv/Talking Metal for some extras that didn't make the show. And subscribe to the Talking Metal podcast at www.talkingmetal.com. We'll see you next time.
That time was pretty good.